that you guys are doing a good job. They're all here, but you have to, you have to reverse a lot of comments like, no one's illegal and things like that. Which one is it, buddy? Are you about border security or are you not? Pick one. To keep it simple so we don't gaslight.
Yeah, I'm about border security. I just think that in order to secure the border, you don't have to fund the border wall. And I also think that in terms of border security, I think that there's actually like a legitimate basis for doing so. It's just we should focus on those that have committed violent and serious offenses that are actually a threat to the safety and security of our population. It just shouldn't be people that are coming to this country for a better life. We need to facilitate a quicker legal process for people to go through in terms of immigration. And I think that a pathway for citizenship for undocumented immigrants who have not committed a violent or serious offense would be the best way to ensure that the most amount of people are vetted within our country, the most amount of people are incentivized to go through the legal process, because the legal process of immigration is amazing. Immigration is a great part of our economy, of our society. It makes our society better in almost every measurable way possible.
You hear that, Democrats? The legal immigration is beautiful, guys. So just come here legal. Just listen to Parker, guys.
But we need a quicker legal pathway. I understand why people came here undocumented, and I want to provide a pathway to
everyone in your
citizenship.
party. Now we're bipartisan. I mean, you're still
Okay, if you
still
want to agree on
avoiding
what I just said, let's go for
you're
it.
still avoiding on everything that you guys just ruined. You
How?
totally went against, you believe in legal immigration, but yet you allowed a bunch of illegal immigration, and now you're gaslighting, right? You
That's
are
not true, sir.
gaslighting. Isn't it?
It takes
Yeah.
time in order to get bills done, negotiation. We haven't had a border bill in like 30 years or so. The Democrats and Republicans in Congress are willing to work on that. The person who undermined that was Donald Trump, because it wouldn't have helped him politically.
Now, I know that you're an
So he
expert in
extended the
border
border
walls.
crisis under your own view.
I know
A
you're an
border crisis
expert
that
in
you
border
thought was
walls.
detrimental to this nation because he wanted to make himself look better. That's it. That's the only reason. Like, so you can sit there and you can cope
No,
all
it's
you
not that
want
he
and
wants
say
to look
Democrats are
better,
at
it's
fault
that you
and
look so
Republicans are not
bad,
at fault at all.
Parker.
But Donald Trump,
Parker,
in the
it's that
middle
you
of
look
what
so
he deemed
bad.
to
It's
be a
not that
border
anyone's trying
crisis,
to look
listen,
better.
let me please finish. In the middle of what Donald Trump
You're
deemed to be
talking
a
a
border
lot.
crisis, he decided to undermine a bipartisan border bill that would have addressed the security needs at the border to a greater extent. And he chose not to do that because it would have made him look worse.
This is more gaslighting, folks.
This is all every single time you say facts, Parker, that's called gaslighting. Actually, it's when you speak facts, Parker, that's called gaslighting.
We've got
Actually,
the
okay?
definition.
Because I don't want to
Everything that comes
accept
out
it.
of your
Okay.
mouth is gaslighting. And if you want to see a liar, we can watch a gaslight all day. If you want a liar, let me ask you a simple question. Is it true or is it not true that by way of executive order that he greenlit the border, that Biden greenlit the border? In other words, if he makes his first executive action, do you think that sends a message? And let's be results oriented and say that you say 4 million, some say 12, some say 50, but you have admitted that a huge amount of people came. Would you have to admit that by doing so that he greenlit the border? Is that considered greenlighting the border?
No, I just told you it's actually addressing security needs of the border to a greater
Now you're
extent because
lying.
it's divesting
Now you're
funds
lying.
so that you can put it into other things for needs for border security. That's what the executive order did. You haven't read
What
the
about his
executive
other
order.
four
You know nothing
executive
about the
orders?
executive
What
order.
about his
You're just
other four
assuming
executive
that
orders?
this executive order means that they somehow greenlit the border to be open. Like you have the most basic rudimentary understanding of
Why did he get rid
the
of
border
stay
security.
in Mexico policy? Why did
That's
he
a
get rid
horrible.
of
That's for
stay
the
in
asylum process. That's a legal
policy?
process of immigration. That affects a legal process of
So
immigration. That has nothing to do with undocumented
how about the
immigration.
other three executive orders? How about the other three executive orders? So 5 executive orders that would
Which
only
ones?
help the illegal, right? Can you admit to that, or are you gonna lie? And slay
What
us
other
around
executive orders?
that the fact that if he makes those executive orders, you can go look them up. I don't have them in front of me. You have the computer in front of you. There's 5 executive orders right away.
Parker, look up my argument
I
for
think it was
me.
like 3 in the first hour.
Parker, please look up my argument
I
for
said
me,
5
please.
executive orders. Do I have to bring up the executive orders? Hey, the number one you've already stipulated to, right? So
You got
he
Trump mobile,
greenlit
bro.
the border. We can agree to that.
You're lagging a little bit, bro. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. You there? Do you hear me?
Yeah, I think, like I said, in order, you spend a lot of time spinning wheels on here. I think that you should just, concede to the fact that you guys made the big mistake, and that's what's hurt your party. Your credibility is so bad. But I'd like to move to like another topic.
I'm sorry
like
that it hurts
racial
your
division.
feelings that like I disagree with you and that you can't understand that some people can disagree with you. And also like I'm not the DNC or the Democratic Party. I'm just telling you my thoughts and opinions on who I think is preferable in the scenario. And you think I'm like a part of the DNC or something? What do you mean, you guys? What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
When
You act
you're
like I'm a part
talking
of the
points and
structured
you're
system that caused all of these things. I'm some random kid on TikTok, bro.
no, you've got a computer screen in front of you and you read out DNC talking points
DNC
in
talking points,
manipulation and
actually. That's what you
gaslighting.
got. You got
You
DNC talking
gaslight for
points.
a
Do I get them
living,
from the DNC
Parker.
too?
You literally make money off of gaslighting, bro,
I
and
make money off
convincing the
gaslight.
fucking
Name one
flying
gaslight.
monkeys. Yeah.
Name one gaslight, bro.
You've been doing it. You've been doing it all day. You've been telling us how the border hasn't been greenlit. You've been twisting your words
Wait, so
backwards
because
and
I didn't
upwards
accept
and
your
everything.
argument, that means I'm gaslighting you.
No, you just have never taken responsibility. At the end, I said, "Can
That's
you
not
do
me
it?"
not
You
taking
can't.
responsibility. That's,
You can't
by
do
the way,
it,
I didn't do
Parker.
anything. This isn't me. What are you talking about? I'm not the DNC. Take responsibility for what? I'm talking about my opinions on whether or not I think that they're responsible for it. It's not me taking responsibility.
Here,
What the hell
here
are
he
you
is
talking about?
Here he is disassociating with every talking point and every
Yeah,
DC fucking
am I a
talking
part of the
point.
administration?
Go ahead and
Was I a part
disassociate
of the Biden
and
administration, sir?
tell us you're not part of that.
Yeah, I wasn't part of the Biden administration. Hello?
And where
My
do you
name is
get your
Parker.
talking
Get a
points?
job. I'm on TikTok. I debate people. You think I'm a member of the Biden administration?
You don't debate people. You gaslight all day and manipulate.
Name one gaslight.
You've been doing it all morning. You've been doing it this whole conversation. What are you talking about? You're trying to avoid the basics, and these are basics. You have to gaslight when it's so obvious. You have to do it.
Well, gaslight. Name one. Just one. If I do it all the time,
Everything
you
that's
should be
come
able to
out of
name
your
at least
mouth,
one, right?
everything that's come out of your mouth, instead of saying, you know what, yeah, we f***ed up the border. You can't do it.
Anything?
It's very narcissistic.
Anything. Can you name one? Because I can name one of Trump. I can name a gaslight that Trump engages in.
Is my mic not working or something?
No, I hear you. I haven't heard a single time you're naming that like I gaslit.
You have not. It's very simple. You have not admitted to the fact that you guys opened the border. You had to
We
gaslight
didn't.
to get out
That's
of that.
not true. There was deportations under the Biden administration. Are you lying? Yes, you are. It actually
More
sounds like you're the one
gaslighting.
gaslighting. You're the one saying that
This
there was
is
an open border
gaslighting.
when there
He
wasn't an
brings
open
up a
border.
random-
Wait,
he brings
actually,
up a
ironically
random- a
enough,
random fact.
bro is literally gaslighting me and trying to say that I'm the one gaslighting. He's saying, dude, you won't accept that there was an open border. There wasn't an open
It's
border.
literally the definition of gaslighting.
Can you define an open
the
border?
result,
Define
we
an
can
open
just be
border.
results oriented. Did a lot
Define
of
open
people
border.
cross the border under Biden?
Sir,
Did a lot of
define
people
open
cross the
border.
Did a lot of people cross over the border illegally?
That's not what open
under
border
Biden?
means. I could say that is true under Trump's
We could
first
just be
administration.
results oriented.
Wait,
But,
sir,
in order for you to try to win the debate, which you can't win because you guys already lost. It's time for you to admit it and watch you try to weasel your way out of it by gaslighting. By bringing up gaslighting is when you bring up, and I'll give you your example. Here it is. When you bring up the fact that Biden deported people. Look, he deported people. That's like saying you beat a bunch of kids up, but you gave that kid ice cream. You know, you beat a bunch of children, but you gave one child an ice cream. That's gaslighting.
What is this guy saying? So when you say
And now
open,
you're playing stupid.
no, when you say open border, I'm thinking unrestricted, no restrictions on the border at all. Okay, that's
Well,
not.
now that's more
not
gaslighting.
What, seems like
now,
we have a different
that's called
understanding,
black
sir.
and white thinking.
Sir,
That's
it
called
seems-
black and white
so-
thinking.
no,
That's
listen,
a manipulative
listen.
tactic.
How is that a manipulative? When I hear
Black and
open
white
border, that's
thinking.
what I think. Is that not a genuine understanding of like what someone would think when
Why
someone
don't you
says
just,
that term?
Hey, Parker.
Is it they're
Parker,
completely
you know,
open
maybe,
border?
Maybe not this
What
year.
the fuck
maybe
does
next
open
year.
border mean to you?
Maybe next year you can admit that mistake.
So, sir,
and
can you
we
define
and then we
open
can have
border?
a bipartisan conversation.
Sir,
Yeah, then we can move
I would
past
love an
that.
answer to my question. Can you define open border?
You could define it any way you want. To ask that question would be gaslighting. It'd be manipulative to ask that question.
Everything I'm doing is gaslighting, chat.
Absolutely. It's what you do for a living.
Yes,
It's how you get
it's true.
paid. It's the
I love
only
gaslighting.
way.
You know,
It's the only
W
way
gaslighting
that you
everybody.
can
You know,
take
just
it. It's
W
the only
getting
way
W
you can take
gaslighting like
such an obvious
W
thing.
actually. You know, it means gaslighting means you're winning debates. That's what it means apparently to this guy. Because can you define any of
You've
these
never
terms?
won a debate in your life. You read off the computer, dude.
Well, I'm reading off my phone right now, right? And it says, Lexi, thank you for the $10. Thank you very much for the gaslighting.
Oh, gosh.
I
here we
appreciate
go.
you. Thank you so much,
Here we
Lexi.
go.
Stacy,
Here
thank
we
you for the
go.
$10 as well. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, he's a grown man.
You know you're
that is
beating him when
throwing
they
a
start
temper
thinking.
tantrum. That's what
This
he's
is what
doing,
Dean did
actually.
on his channel. He
Thank you
was
so much. I
thinking
really
all
appreciate it. Fossey, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
good
Thank
one.
you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. He's going to run away. Joe Shot, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you. Margaret, thank you for the $25. Thank you very much, Margaret. I appreciate it. Thank you. DJ, thank you so much for the $100 on YouTube Super Chat, by the way. For here's the 100 to kick him. You know, I knew right away when I started thanking people, he was inevitably just going to leave himself. So I didn't even have to kick him. He just left and ran away himself. Rappel, thank you so much for the $2. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the gaslighting, buddy. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. You know, everything I do is gaslighting. Look at that. Gaslight there, gaslight everywhere. I gaslight all the time. That's all I do, actually. Alien Cat, thank you so much for the $20. Thank you very much for. Damn it, Parker, you keep gaslighting me into donating again. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. You know, it's just what I do. What can I say? What I do. It's what I do. 10,000 seconds. Thank you for the $20. Thank you very much on YouTube Super Chat. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And Kata, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the $10. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know why he's misusing the term so much. He just sounds like a snowflake. I promise you, if someone were doing the same thing to him, he'd be like, "You're such a liberal snowflake." I promise you. That's exactly what his response would be. It's honestly hilarious. Watch, he's gonna come back in like 30 minutes from now and throw another temper tantrum. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? Ashley, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. That's funny. That's funny. Patricia, thank you so much for the $5 as well. Thank you very much. Yeah, it was actually embarrassing. He built like nothing of the wall, and then like they're trying to act like the border is secure now, and literally there's no wall. So it's like they think the border is secure without a wall. So they proved the liberals right without realizing it. Yo, what's up? How old are you? How old are you? Sorry, I just had to write down a thing. All right, only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. We are just looking for debates. Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Hello?
Oh shit, I'm sorry, I didn't mean.
You're good, don't worry. Only send a guest request if you're a Trump supporter above the age of 18, everybody. We are just looking for debates. We are just looking for debates, everybody. Judy, thank you for the $10 for the gaslighting. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Like, literally, dude, that guy, like, actually literally said everything I was doing was gaslighting. That was, like, nuts, right? That was crazy, dude.